This video is going to show you how to draw contour lines when you're creating a still life. Now, you could be doing this still life from life or from a photograph like I am. So the first step in drawing your contour lines is actually starting with a loose gestural drawing underneath. You can see that I started off with a drawing that I had done before. I have a video that goes through and shows you how to do this. And in this step, I'm using that gesture drawing as a framework, and I'm going through and refining my lines. I'm drawing my lines in a little darker, and I'm starting to include more details. Now, I'm using my eraser quite frequently. You're gonna notice there are certain parts that I draw in and then erase because I don't feel like I have them in the right place. You wanna be drawing your lines lightly or as lightly as possible so you can erase and draw in what you see. You're really going to be focusing on observation, so I want you to work on drawing what you see, not what you think you see. A big tip that has helped me a lot is to pay attention to the space in between your objects. So you may think you have one thing drawn correctly, or maybe you think you have two things drawn correctly, but then if you really focus on the space in between, maybe the space in between you have is very different from the photograph you're working from. So that's another thing to focus on. And my last tip is to make sure that you're including all of the lines that are going to help you shade. So especially if you look in that picture, there are some highlights and shadows. Those are all things that I'm going to need to include to shade. So in this contour line step, I have gone through and included those. So in drawing this way, now I have all of my lines set up and I will be able to shade successfully. I hope this helps.